What if I told you that you don't need thousands of dollars a month to live well? For many people around the world, the idea of surviving on just $500 sounds impossible. But in certain countries, not only is it possible, it's surprisingly comfortable. Of course, this doesn't mean luxury villas or five-star dining every night. What it does mean is a modest apartment, affordable local food, reliable transportation, and a relaxed lifestyle without constant financial stress. So today, we're looking at 10 countries where living comfortably on $500 a month is still possible in 2025. Why $500 a month? $500 is often seen as the backpacker budget or student budget. But in many places, it's more than enough to cover daily life. That's because rent in smaller towns can be under $200 a month. Local meals often cost less than $2 to $3 each. Transportation, utilities, and internet are inexpensive compared to Western countries. Healthcare is affordable, especially for basic needs. This budget requires modesty and local living. If you're expecting luxury condos and imported groceries, $500 won't stretch far. But if you adapt to local lifestyles, you'll be amazed how comfortable it feels. 1. Nepal. Nepal is one of the cheapest places on earth to live comfortably. Housing. In Pokhara or Kathmandu, you can rent a simple one-bedroom apartment for $150 to $250. Food. Local meals cost $2, and markets are overflowing with fresh produce. A food budget of $100 to $150 is realistic. Utilities. Electricity and internet total around $50 to $70. Lifestyle. Peaceful mountain views, spiritual culture, and outdoor living. On $500 a month, you can live simply but with great quality of life. 2. India. India offers massive variety, but in smaller cities, $500 goes far. Housing. In Jaipur, Kochi, or Mysore, apartments cost $150 to $250. Food. Local vegetarian meals cost under $2. Cooking at home is even cheaper. Healthcare. World-class private hospitals at a fraction of Western prices. Utilities and transport, together under $100 a month. Expats often say they spend more because they can, not because they have to. $500 covers a modest but satisfying lifestyle. 3. Cambodia. Cambodia is famous for its affordability and simple visa options. Housing. Phnom Penh and Siem Reap rentals cost $200 to $300. Food. Street meals cost $2 to $3. Western restaurants are pricier but optional. Utilities and internet, about $50 to $70. Lifestyle. Friendly locals, rich culture, and easygoing living. On $500, you can rent a modest apartment, eat well, and still enjoy some entertainment. 4. Vietnam. Vietnam is cheap, but also modernizing fast. Housing. In Da Nang or Hue, apartments rent for $200 to $300. Food. Street food like pho or banh mi costs $1 to $2. Utilities. Around $50 to $70. Transport. Renting a scooter is common and cheap. At $500, you won't be living in luxury, but you'll live comfortably and healthily with fresh, affordable food. 5. Laos. Laos is quieter than Thailand and much cheaper. Housing. Apartments cost $150 to $250 in Luang Prabang or Vientiane. Food. Local meals are $1 to $2, groceries very cheap. Utilities. Often under $50. Lifestyle. Peaceful, slow-paced, surrounded by natural beauty. Many expats say Laos feels like stepping back in time, simple, relaxed, and affordable. 6. Nicaragua. Nicaragua. Central America has gems, and Nicaragua is one of the cheapest. Housing. In Granada or Leon, rentals are $200 to $300. Food. Fresh fruit and vegetables from local markets are dirt cheap. Utilities. Around $50 to $70. Lifestyle. Colonial charm, beach towns, and friendly communities. $500 covers essentials, especially if you avoid imported goods. 7. Bolivia. Bolivia is one of South America's most affordable destinations. Housing. In Sucre or Cochabamba, rentals cost $150 to $250. Food. Local meals are $2 to $3, markets are cheap. Utilities. Around $40 to $60. Lifestyle. A slower pace with mountain and cultural living. Expats say $500 a month is realistic, especially outside La Paz. 8. Ecuador. Ecuador can be affordable in smaller towns. Housing. In Loja or outskirts of Cuenca, rentals cost $200 to $300. Food. Local meals $3 to $4, groceries inexpensive. Utilities. Around $50 to $70. Lifestyle. Access to Andes Mountains, colonial towns, and Pacific beaches. $500 is tight but doable with a modest lifestyle. 9. Albania. Albania. Europe doesn't usually appear on cheap lists, but Albania is different. Housing. In smaller coastal towns like Vlora, apartments rent for $200 to $300. Food. Meals at local restaurants are $3 to $5. Utilities and AMP. Transport. $100 to $120 combined. Lifestyle. Mediterranean beaches, low tourism costs, and welcoming culture. A simple life in Albania can be covered by $500 a month, especially outside Tirana. 10. Morocco. Morocco offers affordability plus cultural richness. Housing. In Meknes or Fez, apartments rent for $150 to $250. Food. Local meals are $2 to $3, with fresh bread, vegetables, and spices extremely cheap. Utilities. Around $50 to $70. Lifestyle. Vibrant markets, historic cities, and Mediterranean charm. $500 covers essentials, though imported goods will stretch the budget. Living on $500 a month is not for everyone. It requires adapting to local foods, modest housing, and simpler lifestyles. But for many expats and retirees, the trade-off is worth it. Less stress, slower living, and more freedom. In Nepal, India, Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Nicaragua, Bolivia, Ecuador, Albania, and Morocco, $500 isn't just survival money. It's enough to live comfortably if you embrace the local way of life. The truth is, living abroad doesn't have to be expensive. Sometimes, less really is more.